Up to 80% of the population will experience back pain at some time in their lives. So to help keep our back strong and avoid pain, please welcome chiropractor and fitness expert Stacy Irvine. To hear 80%, that is a substantial chunk of the population. And when you have back pain, if you've ever been through it, it can be debilitating.
It's extremely debilitating. It costs our society right now, they estimate up to $200 billion a year in healthcare costs and millions of days of lost work.
Yes.
You've had it a bit. I've had it sometimes. It is so common, so pervasive in our society. We're sitting more, and it's growing, unfortunately. We're seeing more incidents of it.
Right. Okay, so you really have to be a bit proactive when it comes to your back. So if you've never had back pain, first of all, you're an anomaly. Second of all, here are things that you need to be doing and thinking about to keep your back safe. You really have to work on those trunk muscles, don't you?
You sure do. I use an analogy of a tent. So if you think of your spine as the tent pole, a really big tent pole, and then all the muscles are kind of the pieces and the strings that come out from it. We tend to be very tight in the front and very weak in the back. So if you picture that pole, as soon as you have that weakness, it becomes unstable. Unstable often leads to pain because our spinal cord is in there. If things move too much, which often happens when we go to reach and pick something up and we're not paying attention, you'll get that really sharp pain, you'll head into a back spasm, and then you're out. Back spasms are incredibly painful, much more so than the actual injury that's occurred, but you are debilitated, and that's the issue that we're unfortunately dealing with.
Okay, so if you're watching right now, a few things you can do. Get off the couch and try a few plank variations, which you're going to show us.
Yes, and the goal is to activate. We don't want to be crunching and stretching. Lots of people think my back hurts, I should stretch. No. Keep this stable, but activate it. So many of our activities are opposite arm, opposite leg. So we want to do the same with our planks. So when we're in the plank, which is excellent because you can see that I'm not moving my back, I'm keeping it stable. And we want to try to get that opposite motion, even if we just do arms and legs, that's fine.
Is there a variation where you can start on your knees?
Yes, bird dog. So opposite arm, opposite leg. So that's one main thing. And then we also have to train ourselves, how do we move off our center of gravity and then back to our center of gravity. So you've seen these animal flow. We've all heard of this. We've got this bear lion pose. So I love this exercise where you're on your toes, you take a little step one direction, and then you get back to your center. And I think those are fantastic to train you to go off your center and back to your center. And that's a practical skill we have to have. The other area that is most commonly neglected is the side. So side plank should be a part of everybody's program. So for a beginner, you can go from your knees. Then you can take and go from your feet. And then we want to eventually
do circles.
Get some motion. Because again, because that's what real life is about.
It is. It's about those movements. It's about lateral movements. It's not just all in the front, and we tend to focus on that. It doesn't just stay still, and it's not just the front. And when we get into trouble, it's usually a motion that's outside our center of gravity. So we've talked a little bit about the exercises that you need to do to try and strengthen that area, make sure you're moving the right way. What about the bags that we are carrying? Because I am the worst offender.
It's bad. We love our bags.
And big bags,
and
they're
put everything in it. So we have some examples here. This is our most common culprit, is that we have a bag that we've shoved everything into. And we put it, we put it on our shoulder. Okay, so you can see what happens here. Tips you to one side. And believe it or not, we always put it on the same shoulder.
We do.
And then
you have a comfy shoulder.
Yes, we have a comfy shoulder. And you start to stand like this. Okay?
Like a baby.
And we don't want to do
when you hold the baby.
We do it with babies too. Absolutely. So this is why you can see a backpack is so much better.
Yes.
There's many cool backpacks out there right now.
Oh my gosh, they're so stylish. You can get leather backpacks. You can get beautiful quilted backpacks. I'm this close to getting one because my bag is a hazard.
I agree.
One side, and it is heavy. It's got lunch in there, gym clothes, sneakers. There's too much in that bag.
And we don't empty it out. We use it, and then we leave it in there forever. You're digging down. So this is what we want. We want it centered.
Yes.
Don't get a backpack and then just wear it on the one side like my kids do. Right. Get both straps on. They're very cute. Keeping it close to your body.
Yes. Okay. Keep those straps fairly tight. Thank you for that, for saving our backs.